Night, guys. What's up? Good evening. Welcome back to the page, channel, whatever you're watching this on. So, it's Sunday. What I'm wrenching on before school tomorrow is I'm basically trying to finish up mounting the turbo in terms of taking the support weight off of the V and flex bands. So, what I did, I made a plate for the drain to sit on. As you can see, the drain is there. No, people, that heat shield won't be sitting next to the manifold, so don't worry about it. That's not where it's permanently been. See, it's terminated there. It's not the right length. I just had the heat shield over this because I just wanted the clearance to make sure it clears everything. That with the mount I have, it sits on it nicely, not touching on anything, and it's gonna go actually in between that water pipe. So what I'm notching over here, which I just notched, is this good old tube, which is a 120 wall freaking 3/4 inch tube from Home Depot that I just notched nicely. See, I love notching. Yes, this is the tool I'm going to be using for my roll cage. And since it's a 1-inch tube, it's going to sit perfectly on top of it. So, not going on that particular tube. That's a piece that's cut off. Where this is going, as it's going to sit here, and there will be two pieces, one on each side, and this will be notched. I'll cut this off and not really cut it completely off. I'm gonna slot a gap in the middle, and then this plate is gonna sit in this tube, and it's gonna be welded to the bar, and it's gonna support the weight of the turbo. And yes, there is flexibility in that it's not really bolted to the turbo, so it will still, if it wants to move for contracting purposes, it will have all of that function. So the weight is not gonna be on the exhaust manifold as some people think I was gonna do it originally. This is similar to what the Maven mount was gonna be, except I would have had the mount over there and welded the tube and curved it back. I would have used a tube bender and bend the tube back to the bar, but this is fine. Again, this turbo is not heavy. I weighed it on the scale. It comes in just under 10 pounds, so it's not a heavy turbo. So this thick of steel, and that's a 1/8 thick piece of steel plate, should be a no-brainer. And then I realized while I was at it, since the brake booster tends to flex a lot on this car, you know me already, I'm gonna weld a tube here, flatten the front of this, and make a stop like the Subaru Cusco version. So it will brace here in the front and weld it to the beam so the brake booster can flex. Because I seen this on Shitsubishi when he was backing up his car at Englishtown before they closed the last drag racing time, and I saw how his firewall was flexing. Either Englishtown or Atco, one of the two. But yeah, his firewall was flexing with the brake booster, and I seen it in another friend's car. So yeah, your brake booster on the stop B5 or A4, they flex. That's why I was going to get the chase bay and reinforce the 4 holes with a plate and then put the booster on, but I didn't get around to it. Maybe when I do the pedal box inside, I'll do all of that stuff. But for now, I'll notch another piece and do that right there, and in the meantime, one here. So stay tuned. Just doing a little odds and ends clean up on this little build we got going on. Symmetry, people, see straight down that turbo, runs in line with the in manifold, pipe and tube and everything straight. Those titanium bolts look like they're seeing better days. More to come as we get, you know, the scars sorted. I'll eventually touch that side of the exhaust. Still waiting on the other V-band, wastegate. So stay tuned, people. We're over here working. We're migging tonight. We have no whatchamacallit, no gas. So TIG welder is done. No gas, people, no gas. So MIG life. MIG life is a big life. So what I need now is my marker, so I can see where I need to notch out the gap on the tube to weld this plate in. Now the turbo is already clamped and tightened, as you can see, so it's pretty much in the space. As you can see, I got movement, so it can rock back and forth without touching the bar and stuff, so it won't be rigid. And I'm gonna notch away a part of the manifold I welded here. This is thicker than a 1/8 plate, so I can grind away some more of this. I will have a shield on there, so this will have to grind down even more, but when I get to that eventually. But for right now, we're just mounting turbos. So all I need to do is trying to do this with one hand while filming is a little tricky, but you know, we'll get it done. Yep, I know that's where the GoPro would come in handy if I hadn't lost it when I went skiing. So to keep this nice and tucked and neat, I think I will bring it as close as possible inside here. So right there is good. I just now need the marker. Bear with me, I'm going to rotate the tablet because I can't hold it while I'm doing this. Okay, good. And then I'll leave that. And then since I'm going to be notching, okay, I'm far away from the bolts, I can still access the bolts. Okay, good. Okay, so now I just need to make sure this is sitting flush on the bar. Okay, good. And I'll cut him right there, not too close, and then I'll notch him right there in the middle so I can have it go in and hold it up. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so on that, come back over here to my trusty thingy. Trying to do this while holding the phone won't be fun. So you guys get an idea. I don't like long videos, so that's just a little of what I'm doing tonight. Mounting the turbo and making a brake booster stop for the car. So that's where we are. So catch you guys in the next one.